working the same office day after day, week after week, year after year. And I was desperate to do something, and it's just been a complete release. It's just breathed new life into both of us, I think.
We chase too many things, we want too many things. It made us reevaluate everything.
Well, we've been to France, mainly the eastern part of France, and Italy, and now we're back in France again.
Yeah.
We've been really looking forward to riding horses on the Camargue.
It's completely unshackling. It's great. Freedom is wonderful.
If someone was thinking of doing a motorhome trip, I think the first thing I would say to them is, why haven't you left yet? It breathed new life into us, and we still feel that way. It's given us just a whole sense of freedom, and we just feel sort of invigorated by it.
Really, it's made us, as we said before, reevaluate our lives a bit, I think, and consider what we want to do in the future, because being stuck in the same place for weeks and months on end is going to be very difficult to go back to.
And so I suppose it's reinforced that
we get along.
We get on quite well. So, yeah. I'm Marcella.
I'm Julian.
And the office is closed.
Since we last met you in France, we drove back up through France, Lille, Bruges, Aachen in Germany, Ghent, had New Year at Bordeaux, and then we drove straight down to southern Spain, starting in Cordoba, then into the Algarve, Sagres, up the west Atlantic coast, which was really lovely, and we did Lisbon, down through Andalusia again to Murcia, Alicante, and now we're back in Andalusia heading towards Portugal again.
That was the short version. We still love Buzz, the Laika Krios 3008. It suits our needs. It's the right size for us. It's just two of us. We haven't got any pets.
Yeah, Buzz, he's great. We do love him. And it's not one of the things about the morning when you wake up with the bed being at the back, you look down through the cabin and you think,
especially parked somewhere like
especially
this,
something like this,
sea behind
you can see the sea, and it's wonderful. I mean, it's just we've been really lucky to get such a luxurious van.
The things that I really like is when you've been out for a long walk or something and you're really tired and you come back in and you sort of see Buzz sat there in the distance, and it's just like coming home. And you get in, you take your shoes off, you put the kettle on, and you sit, and we just sit there and you think, oh, that's it, you know, I'm home.
Yeah.
And you relax, and it's a great feeling. In the motorhome, we've got the bed at the back, the French bed, and most nights we sit there and have a read. Sometimes we have a cup of tea in bed in the morning. We've got a little shelf above us so that we can put our cups there. We've got cupboards above so we can easily reach our books or whatever. We've got a big fridge and freezer. We can store everything we need in there. Have a shower in the morning. It's a really good shower.
In the kitchen, obviously, we've got the 4-ring hob, which is great. We've got an oven, we've got the grill. We do enjoy cooking in the van. We always cook every day, pretty much.
We've got used to the size of the kitchen, haven't
Yeah.
we? It's easy now. We're used to it, aren't we?
And then in the lounge area, it's just comfortable, and we've got plenty of space and sit and read and play games, Scrabble, pass the pigs,
Cards, crosswords, Sudoku, you name it.
Yeah. Listen to the radio. We've got a media player. We can plug the iPod into the cab radio and listen to the radio and listen to the iPod, so we can have different music.
And then at the front here, as well as using these seats for driving, we'll sit here. Like today, we sat here and watched the sun come up, and sometimes we'll sit and watch the sun go down. Just sitting here, it's great. Spain's really good for exploring the towns. There are so many of the little towns. The nice thing about going through little towns is you just turn a corner and there's a little surprise there. It might be just a nice painted doorway or a lovely plant hanging down or something, or a little cafe. So you go down and up these little streets, and it's always different, and they've got a lot of character, these little places.
They've all got old parts of an old quarters, and they're always the best places to go and visit. And
Yeah.
they're little winding, narrow streets, and you do see some unusual things which you're not expecting.
Yeah, this area is really good for walking. We do like to take a picnic, walk along the coast. It nearly always involves a hill.
We do lots of hills.
We do a lot of hill walking, either along the coast, up and around the hillsides, up the mountains. So it's one of the things we like doing a lot. Just get a bit of fresh air, see the scenery. It's nice being up high. Quite often you can see over the cliffs down to the rocks and the sea crashing in. It's lovely.
This week we're going to put a picnic together and we're going to go out along the beach. We'll have a walk up there, have a picnic, and then we'll drive on to Mojaca, which is a little pueblo, and have a walk round and investigate and probably have some lunch, some tapas or something like that, and take in the views and just enjoy the environment. I think the trip and Laika have actually, they have given us freedom. They've actually made us stop and think about what we're doing in life, and without that we would probably still be doing the same things every day, in and out of the office, doing what we do, and it's changed that completely. You know, if it hadn't been for being given a wonderful Laika motorhome, we wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have had the choice.
For all the people that have watched our video and feel inspired to maybe do a similar journey in their own motorhome, I'd say don't delay. You'll have the time of your life. There's so much fun, there's so many places to go. It's not a decision you would ever regret. The only regret would be not doing it.
A lot of people spend a lot of time planning these sorts of trips. The reality is you don't need to plan, because your plan will change as soon as you start moving and you get to places. Be a van without a plan and just go where the breeze takes you and follow your nose, and that's what we've done, and we found some amazing places.
I think this trip has definitely been life-changing for us. It's meant that we've been able to release ourselves from the jobs that we thought we were trapped in. I think you just need to sort of change your attitude, and I think it's really changed our attitude. You sort of realise that you don't actually have to do what you think you have to do. You just need to have a bit of faith, go for an opportunity, and that's what we've done. And we've made more memories, I think, over the last nearly year, in terms of things to look back on, things to talk about when we're old and we can't do it anymore. Just all those memories. I think that's really the best thing we've got out of this.